A black man was murdered by U.S. Marshals in D.C., and now police are actively trying to cover it up. Let's talk about Julian Bailey. So, on February 11th, 2026, Julian Bailey, a 43-year-old husband and father from D.C., was shot and killed by U.S. Marshals. What happened that day is still unclear, and the police are working very hard to keep it that way. At first, officials tried to claim that Julian had robbed a store and pointed a gun at an officer, but like they always do when their story starts to not add up, they backtracked. Now, the media is reporting that the police don't know what led to the shooting. The U.S. Marshal Service won't even answer questions. They've directed everybody to the Metropolitan Police Department, or the MPD. Now, the MPD says the investigation is still open but has offered no new information at this time. Now, the lack of answers has left Julian's family heartbroken and angry. They say the story keeps changing and they worry that the truth will never come out if we don't stand up and speak out. Now, I spoke with members of Julian's family and they wanted the world to know who he really was. They said, quote, "Julian was more than a husband and father. He was the heart of our family and the light of every room he walked into. He wasn't perfect, but he was real. He worked hard, he made people laugh, and he made everyone around him feel seen and valued. He loved his children deeply and always made time for them. To them, he was their hero. To me, he was my partner, my protector, my love. Julian was thoughtful, giving, and full of life. He would help anyone, sometimes even when he didn't have to. That's just who he was. He believed in second chances and poured his time into guiding young men in our community, sharing his experiences so they could find a better path. He was big on respect, always held the door open, always carried himself like a gentleman. Everyone who knew Juju, his laughter, his energy, his kindness, he was misunderstood by some, but those who truly knew him understood his heart. Julian Bailey was that guy, the one everyone loved, the one who gave so much of himself. We loved him endlessly and will carry his light and his lessons with us forever," end quote. Now, that was from Julian's wife. And for Julian's wife, children, friends, and family, all they want are answers and justice. They deserve to know what happened to their loved one, and they deserve justice too. They aren't even asking for much, just the truth. They also want Julian to be remembered for who he really was, the light of their lives. So if you want to help share Julian's story or donate to the family's GoFundMe to help them out on their journey, please do. They want to find answers because Julian Bailey deserved better and his family deserves the truth.